Yeah, a great day for Max Verstappen. We're joined by Christian Horner. I'm standing in between the two of them so that nothing gets out of hand. Thank you very much for joining us on the pit wall today and giving us some insight.
Apologies to Eddie. Obviously, he caught me at a wrong moment there, but there we go.
No apology required. Let me tell you that first.
Well, it's not like you were busy or anything, is it?
Not at all.
No. Tomorrow, both of your boys, we've got 10th and 11th.
Yep.
Actually, the gap wasn't as big as we thought it would be. When Danny went out, I think everybody was quite surprised, but they're next to each other. Anything else get squeezed tomorrow out of that car, or do you think that's where you are?
I think that's about where we are at the moment. I think that we're relatively light on the tyres as we've seen at previous races, like in Singapore and so on. I think that's probably a disadvantage in qualifying here, but maybe an advantage more so in the race. But you can see that this circuit's quite power sensitive, so hence the grid order that we have.
Yeah, so you're missing that power.
Christian, I don't think there's a person watching this program or anywhere here or Formula One fan who doesn't want you up the front, because we've enjoyed that. We need someone taking the fight to Mercedes. So what I'm asking you is, please, can you give us insight? What are you going to do to get an engine that will give you that performance?
Well, we know we've got a very strong team and a very strong chassis. We've got strong drivers, and I guess that's one of the things that actually ironically works against us. So you can understand, rivals not wanting to supply you with, one of their major assets. So we've got to find a way to get as competitive an engine as we possibly can in the car to be able to satisfy our shareholders, to satisfy Mr. Mateschitz, and make sure that the team is competing competitively.
Do you think it's extraordinary that we're in this situation where the engine manufacturers are kind of dominating the proceedings here?
I think, unfortunately, these engine regulations have ultimately led us to this point, and I think that you can't blame the other teams or suppliers at the end of the day. I think it's unfortunately the regulations that have ultimately ended up in this situation. We've got teams that are obviously struggling to be here, struggling to finance themselves to be here, and now we've got this huge disparity as well between the different engine suppliers.
So those regulations, do you feel like those need to change?
I think they will change ultimately, but there is a very strict code in the Concord Agreement which doesn't permit you to do that sort of thing. The point I want to come across is, from an outsider, you're on the inside. To us, we think that Renault is your best chance because they won with you and you've won with them. So why don't you get on and get this done?
I think we need to first of all understand, and we've been waiting since May to understand what is Renault's intention regarding Formula One. Are they in, are they out? Are they going to have their own team, or are they not going to have their team? Are they going to be a supplier or not? And I think we're waiting for them to announce what their intentions are, but at the moment that's also very unclear. So we've got this situation of complete uncertainty up and down the pit lane.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? And it's not a good place to be. We wish you the best for tomorrow. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, let's confirm the